Just a couple of days ago, we went for a hunt on the New England mountains and had a level 3 green-winged teal fly right over us, and we were able to take it out with the shotgun. And that is the exact scenario that I have just been hoping would happen here on Vurhonga Savanna with WIGEON, and unfortunately no such luck yet, but having exactly what we needed to happen on another map got me thinking we should come back here to Vurhunga. And of course, with the recent dog teaser on Expansive World's YouTube channel, I thought we should bring Sir 12 and maybe see if he brings us a little extra luck. So kind of a different loadout today. We have the 470, which we'll bring to Vurhunga on occasion, but what we did was go ahead and use the new Vurhunga cosmetics on literally all of our weapons. So 470 is going to be our class 9 weapon. We actually have the Olsen 308 with this Flectarn pattern from Vurhunga. I really like the looks of that. We do have the 22-250 with the premium wrap. It kind of reminds me of the 20 gauge shotgun, like the Reed's camo. I like it and I don't feel like it's super specific to Vurhunga, but I do like this camo on guns, and any like duck hunt or anything we ever do, I'm definitely using that. And then finally, we have the 22. And the whole point of this is basically hoping that a level 3 WIGEON flies over us. Gotta have the best possible weapon to take it out. I know we got that diamond teal with the shotgun, but that was an absolute fluke that it even came back to us and gave us that shot. So 22 with the 10 round capacity, should we get that lucky. But our first kill of the day is going to be a silver lion, double lunged with that 470, and the fact that it even ran as far as it did, like a 470 getting 80% quick kill on an animal that's barely over 200 kilos seems insane. The lions are pretty tough and the 470 isn't exactly the most powerful. We already have that multiplayer bug where Sir 12 is just going to be invisible for the rest of the hunt. You can see on the hunter mate, which unfortunately the chat's kind of blocking it, he just spins around us as we turn, so I guess I'll probably kennel him because you can sometimes hear the annoying like pitter-patter of his footsteps doing that, and sadly he can't help us until we change servers. That is a big WIGEON, up to 930? 905 is diamond, so I wouldn't say it's, you know, nearly a likely level 2 diamond by any stretch. I guess we'll fling some shots at this. In all likelihood, we're just not going to hit it, but 10 round capacity versus the 5 of the 22 AR, worth a try. And it looks like that one's going to get away. I'm not even sure we spooked the flock. So there's a little lake down here that we're kind of moving towards, and maybe they'll land out there. Just something to keep in mind. Yeah, they're alerted, not spooked, so hopefully they're just sitting there for us. So that would be him right there, actually going to land. And the only concern I have is, are we going to be able to spot him? Oh, we are. I think we can probably get him. He is alert, and around like I think he's more like 150, so we're gonna aim like at the neck. Got him on the second shot. It was actually, if anything, we shot too high the first time. So potential there, and you know, not exactly that level 3 scenario I was talking about, but when we get opportunities, even at potential diamonds, 930, you know, there's a 25 score kind of cushion there where he could make it. Might as well take it out, and especially on what's been a kind of slower hunt, there hasn't been a whole lot going on. Only our second kill to this point, and he is an 853, so not bad, well shy of diamond, hit him basically in the tail. But yeah, 905 is the requirement, 165 meters that was. We will take that, considering we could barely see him, he was already alert. So the host of the server has left, we do have host. I'm thinking we'll rest to early morning-ish, maybe go after Wildebeest, Gemsbuck, whatever may kind of roam around, and continue moving between these lakes in case a level 3 WIGEON would show up. Not gonna lie, I didn't think we were gonna pull that off. Just a random WIGEON flying over our heads. We did make it to early morning, and we did go ahead and kennel Sir 12 since he was broken like that. So we won't have to listen to that and think there's a rabbit or something running by. But I'm hoping maybe down here at this lake we may have a chance at some Gemsbuck. I want to get to use this Olsen 308. I just think it looks really nice with that Flectarn pattern. So it should be right in this area somewhere, probably propelled forward after the shot. There it is, laying right there. And I think it was, I'm not even sure it had a chance of being a gold into the 700 range. 722, so just a little one. But probably not a terrible thing to practice. I don't know that it's a guarantee, as I definitely just saw shadows of more than flying by. If we find a level 3, you know, having to go and set up on it and hope that we can bring it in could be tough. We had a leucistic female WIGEON here on this map, and it took an hour plus to find it. Multiplayer can be finicky. We definitely need to at least give it a chance. If it would fly over us, and being able to do it would be nice. well, we might have found a Hall of Shame Wildebeest. I don't know if I've ever seen a level 2 male, and that 190 to 215 kilo estimate is definitely not something you see very often. So, Gamsbuck have not been super kind to us. I don't know if this counts as Wildebeest being kind or unkind, but we're definitely going to take that. And if he ends up being a bronze, and I'm thinking he should be, you know, female Wildebeest can be level 3, and they cannot make gold. I feel like that's going to have to fall just below the silver requirement, maybe not. But that's typically what we do. Bronze males go to the Hall of Shame. And maybe just a personal worst, I guess to call it that, even if he doesn't end up bronze. I mean, looking at it, I sure feel like it deserves to be a bronze. He is going to be a 30.06 silver, so he's basically at the top end of that estimate. And bronze was entirely out of the question. You need a 21.59 or lower to even be bronze. By that metric, I gotta imagine it's just not possible for male Wildebeest to be. But you just look at that. I think that screams Hall of Shame Wildebeest, so we will tax that for the Hall of Shame. Hopefully we're going back to the main lodge instead, but always nice to get something we haven't had before. Now, I wanted to maybe see if we could find a better Wildebeest than this, but something I find really interesting, this female Wildebeest, which is kind of walking away from us, is 23 to 27 on the estimate, and it's so much bigger. I mean, even this one, 18 to 23. So much bigger than that male that we just shot. I wonder where the scoring discrepancy is, or if it's just kind of a matter of, I don't know, maybe it's not true horns for Wildebeest, so maybe what you see isn't exactly what you get. I never really thought about that, but looking at it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We've talked at length before on streams about, you know, certain aspects of legacy racks being something that we miss. This is definitely not one of them. I mean, this is just notably bigger than the male that we got, and it scores 7 less. So maybe one day if we see true horns for Wildebeest, we could have females that maybe make gold. The potential for a crowned Wildebeest that scores gold, because females are the only ones that can have the crowned fur type, would be amazing. And just never really something I thought about until right now, seeing these differences. Definitely got some WIGEON kind of landing around us, so provided there's not a level 5 or a rare coming running out of here, probably we'll start sneaking around and see if any of those are decent. This could happen. A level 3 Eurasian WIGEON. I don't think we spooked the flock. 857 to 947. That's a pretty good estimate. We're not far from this lake up here in the northeast, but I don't know that that is actually going to be where they're going. How did they completely get out of sight that fast? We know roughly where they're headed, so I'm thinking we're going to move in that direction first. I kind of get the feeling they may actually go over to that lake. We're going to get the setup. We're going to get the electronic collar if we can carry it, and we're going to set up and get ready for them. What are the odds that this is the same flock? I've seen that before, where the flock will basically fly right back past you. This is not them, but basically we have 2 lakes to try to set up on, and because they hadn't spooked, I was kind of too afraid to use the 22. I know I talked about it earlier trying to get them, but I'd rather maybe have a chance of calling them in. Those ones, I feel like are going to go land there, but we have a chance. We know this one here. We just got to figure out where he's going to go. Oh, and of course, they're here already. We haven't even gotten the setup done. I kept the 22 just in case, and I grabbed the 12 gauge. They have to land here. I cannot see a reason they wouldn't land at this lake. They're kind of circling. So I think they're going to land out here somewhere, and I don't even care. This has been such a lengthy search for this bird that if we got to take them off the water, we will do that. I am going to go ahead, though, and get the shotgun ready on the off chance that they kind of circle around us, and we can take him that way. So now we got to relocate him, and I'm not so sure that's going to be a thing anyway, but they are going to land at this lake 100%. We just need to be patient with it and not spook them. So they're just about to drop. I think they're going to land out on the water or just on the other side, but it's like exactly 150 before he goes and moves and we lose sight of him. See if we can get him. That's going to be our shot. They can troll. It is a possibility. I have seen it, but that's the first level 3 we've ever seen. I talked about the one, I think it went up to 930 earlier, having 25 points above the requirement. There's 42 points here of room. 950 is max. The estimate went above the maximum possible score. I so hope this guy makes it. It might have been 947 as the top estimate, so maybe not above the max, but either way, our first level 3 Eurasian WIGEON ever is a diamond. 930. Right long shot with the 22, 155 meters. And we are 1 diamond away from having every single diamond in the game. This hunt, I mean, this is like our 5th kill or something like that. To tell the full story, and a lot of times I'll leave these kinds of details out, but because we actually got him, I'll go ahead and kind of explain. The whole reason I chose Vurhunga for this hunt today was because I didn't have time to record a full video. The however many kills prior to this that we saw were recorded in like a 2-hour section. Then I went hunting in real life, came back, and have been running around Vurhunga for something like 45 minutes. And a level 3 WIGEON shows up, kind of just as we come back here. Super lucky that we almost just didn't have enough time today. At least not to do everything in one sitting earlier, and here we are with a diamond WIGEON. We're gonna keep hunting out here because why not, but success, goal completed, finally. I'm so happy that we're not gonna have to run around and make sometimes weird decisions hunting for Vurhunga. Like, it's always, you know, maybe I want to go hunt down here, but we're gonna make an S shape so we can loop around every lake and have a chance of WIGEON flying by. We finally got him. So, we've kind of retooled our loadout. Started walking away there after shooting the WIGEON, and I realized we have nothing but a 12 gauge and a 22. The one weapon in our loadout, though, that we hadn't used today would be the 22-250, and with a actually kind of decent looking springbuck out there, I think we'll try to do that. I haven't seen one that's like that tall yet. So kind of a variation of the new true horns that at least we haven't encountered to this point. Kind of got them slowed up there just by kind of running along. Looks like we punched into a lung. And at least we've gotten to use all these different weapons. I did realize we've still only fired the 470 once, so we may look for a Cape Buffalo or something to wrap this up. To be 100% honest, I really want to go put that WIGEON in our lodge and just have it there, kind of like confirmation that we finally did it. So we'll probably go grab the springbuck, try to get one more thing, and then we'll head back to the lodge. In the meantime, though, I do want to see what this guy actually looks like. 70.34 score. Yeah, he's kind of just taller and not really as pronounced hooks on those horns. I like that variation, though, something a little bit different than most of those max estimate 4s we've seen. In terms of weight, it would be bigger than most. He's almost 40 kilo. I think score-wise, he's actually a little bit lower. Well, it took a whole lot of sneaking, but we've got a bunch of Cape Buffalo out here, including, I believe, 2 mythicals. Got one there, and another one there. Also 2 max estimate 7s. So, unfortunately, the mythicals are just not giving us a good angle. What we may do is actually just go ahead and try to get this 7, and then maybe see if one of the mythicals actually charges us. Wanted a hard shot there. Actually, I think we got it. That had to be what happened. I was entirely unaware that you would have a shot like that from the 470 not insta-kill a Cape Buffalo. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, oh no, it wasn't. Double lung, liver, and stomach. So just to the side of the heart and nearly insta-killed it. That actually is impressive. And I think on that note, a little bizarre kind of ending to our hunt here on Vurhunga, we're going to jump back and finally place a diamond WIGEON in our trophy lodge. And I think we've got the perfect spot, kind of in a prominent area out in the front part of the lodge. We're going to take down this old diamond cinnamon teal and put in our new diamond WIGEON 930.19. And as I said, we are now 1 diamond away. And of course, it's the Bobcats over on New England. We just did a video trying to get one of those the other day, and we did have a piebald moose and actually it was the diamond green winged teal that kind of inspired this hunt here. Pretty darn cool. Hopefully we can get that diamond bobcat sooner rather than later and add that to the lodge as well. But that is definitely a huge weight off the shoulders. Just not having to traipse around Vurhunga and hope a level 3 flies over. That was kind of the whole thing the entire time. Grinding for one is something I tried in single player. It's really tough with really all bird species, but definitely all waterfowl species. You don't get respawns unless you kill every member of the flock, and that's just a challenge. So we decided to go to multiplayer instead. It took many hunts, but a level 3 finally flies over. We figure out where he's at, get him with a 22, and we've got our diamond widgeon. So on that note, that is going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.